Hello and welcome back to Vixen Purple's Crochet and More. I am your host, Cheryl, and today I am going to be showing you guys totes 14 and possibly 15. I haven't decided just yet, but I have a few more totes that I would like to go through and show you guys this week. Yeah, today is April 20th of 2024. At the time of filming, this is Saturday. I'm having off weather. That's why it's not so nice outside. We're here having a cold snap and um, cloudy skies. We're supposed to have snow, but that's not happening. And at this time, we haven't gotten any rain, so that's okay. So, um, today is Saturday. Saturdays are the only days that I get to make videos due to the fact that I work a full time job and I have house cleaning to do on top of everything else. So Saturdays is pretty much where I'm going to make batch videos. You'll see me in the same outfit, the same hairstyle, the whole 9 yards because of that. So I have a little bit of a recap. I get most of my yarns through thrift stores, yarn hauls, such as like Mary Maxim, um, Hirschner's, Premier Yarns, Yarn Inspirations, and Lion Brand sometimes, as well as thrift stores, flea markets slash swap meets, depending on the area that you're at. That's what they call them. Here they call them flea markets. Back in California, I'm used to calling them swap meets. Anyhow, or I get these off of Facebook Marketplace as yarn hauls. And some of this stuff I'm going to be showing you guys. Pardon me for just a minute. That is Holly. She's being a brat towards Rags. Hold on, please. I do apologize. Holly wants to play with the cats, and the cats don't want to play with her, so they would rather hiss at her, and that gets her all excited. But then again, she's a husky, so anything gets her excited. So anyhow, a lot of this stuff I do get through Facebook market finds as well as flea markets, yard sales as well. So please note that this is stuff that I have had in my yarn collection for well over 4 years now. Because 2 years ago I started my channel and you guys have never seen this stuff. That's why I chose to do this, excuse me, tote series of going through my totes, seeing what I've got. Um, a lot of this stuff has also been gotten from my daughter, who would go out and find yarn for me, and she goes, "Mom wants this. Mom wants this." You know how that is. So she would get yarn for me as well too. So some of this stuff I may remember where I got it from. Some of it I may not. But I will try to tell you guys where I did get them, and when I bought them if I can. Um, so anyhow, needless to say, I have a tote here. This one I know is a mixture of a Facebook market and probably thrift store. I because that's sometimes what I do is I get stuff. So this is a tote that I have, and this is a 66 quart tote, and you can see how big it is. So I'm gonna have it right here next to me because the other ones I have next to me are huge, and yeah, I'll be digging for them up at the top. So like I said, some of this stuff I find through Facebook Marketplace, and some of this stuff in this tote, which is going to be tote number 14, is stuff that I got from a Facebook market haul. I'm going to try to pull it over here so we can work on it. See if I get this to not fall apart. Now, this I know is a unfinished bee with a couple of stitch markers that I made. As you can see, there's one, and there's the other one. And I still have to finish it, so I probably should pull it out and complete it because it's being silly. But it got stuck in this thing, and I haven't seen that for a couple of years now. This is by Yarn Art. And it's a really super, super fine thread. And I've got, let's see, I have 9 of these in here. And it's this. Now, if I had remembered that I had this in my stash, I would have never gone out and bought I forgot what it's called, embroidery thread for some of the projects that I had, because this is perfect. I could have used this. But anyhow, this is like super, super small. These are, I want to say, either full or non or half full, depending on what's going on. This is called Yarn Art Camila. It is a 70% polyester something and 30% metallic. It says it's 100 and something meters, 190 yards. No, 190 yards. 190. Okay, I can't read. 190 meters, and it's 207 yards. And it's supposed to be at 20 grams or 0.70 ounces. And I have 9 of these in here. And this I know I got from a Facebook Marketplace haul. And the lady, her husband was selling it, but the lady had passed away, and she had all these fancy yarns and stuff like that. And this was part of that haul that I remember. So, along with this, I haven't decided on whether just to finish it off or what, or just go ahead and recycle the yarn. But this is what she was making, and it was very, very pretty, and it's pretty good size. So I don't know if I want to finish this. Hello, Rascal. What are you doing, bud? Are you being Rascal, huh? Mr. Kravitz? Yep. Mr. Nosy Kravitz, yep. Anyhow, as you can see, Rascal is wanting to be up here next to me in this disaster zone. So I haven't decided whether I'm going to finish this, but there's more to this yarn. Okay, bud, you're going to have to go over there. Lay down, because I'm busy working. Come on. I know you want some lovin's. Come on, lay down. Needless to say. Anyhow, I know there's more of this yarn. I don't remember what it is, but it's at the bottom of this tote. I'm pretty sure of that. But this is what was attached to this. Nope, wrong one. Okay, wrong one. Okay, this is what's left of this. I'm going to put this aside here. This is what was left attached to another project she had started, and I haven't decided on whether I'm going to frog it. I haven't figured it out. So, anyhow, and it looks like there's more specialty yarns in here. Oh my goodness. And this is another project that she was working on, and it looks like she was using some fancy, fancy yarn. Because you can see there's some metallic-y stuff. So I haven't decided on what I'm going to do with those yet. So in here she had, oh my goodness, a whole bunch of stuff. I probably need to go back in here and ball it all up. This, I'm not sure if this is a Lion Brand yarn. It kind of feels like it. Maybe the Hometown, just in a gray color. I need to ball this up. That's all there is to it. See, going through these totes, I'm finding more work for me to do. Isn't that crazy? So that was in this tote. I'm going to set this aside. Another thing is in this tote is this Vinzia yarn. It's more of a ribbon, and I'll show you here in just a minute. It's made in Italy. It's a 50 gram something. It says it's 98 yards, 90 meters, and that's all I know about it. without tearing the bar. Oh, here we go. It is 60% polyamide and 40% cotton. But here is that. Whoops. Oh, yeah, that's right. And that's what it looks like. And it's very much of a ribbon on this. Now, I don't know if I will probably make hair ties out of this, because these make really nice hair scrunchies, but this is definitely a higher end yarn. The other thing I have in here that I'm probably going to have to ball up is a couple of things. Is a brown yarn and a gray yarn. Very, very soft on both ends. So I'm going to stick those right here. Believe it or not, guys, more fun fur. I kid you not, there's more fun fur. And then there's this other novelty yarn that's got lots of fuzz on it. And this is what's in here. It's a small ball. I might take that out, figure out what I'm going to do with it. But let's go through this stuff real quick, real first. In here, I have feels like a Red Heart Super Saver in like a navy blue color. In that, I have a bright yellow in the Red Heart. Now, these guys may have come from the thrift stores or the store, because I know I was going after some yellow and I didn't have it in my stash, so I went and bought some. So I'm not sure exactly where I got those from, but to give you kind of specs on those, I'm pretty sure you guys all know what the specs are on Red Heart. It's 100% acrylic. This ball is a full ball, 364 yards, 333 meters. Like I said, it's 100% acrylic. And at the time, it had a USA label on it. And go from there. So, and this yellow is actually pretty soft. So that's what's in there. What I have also in here, oh my gosh. Well, let's just pull this out because it's huge. This is probably more scrap yarn that I'm going to have to ball up. Yep, ball it up. There is some sequence scrap in here. There is this in here. I know this is a specialty yarn, but it's kind of a cakey mess. This might have some wool in it. I don't know. But yeah, this is all stuff that's kind of scrappy. So I'll probably ball this stuff up and go from there and put them in something else, because that we need to get rid of. What I have in here as well is another ball of fun fur in a green, turquoise, and blue, and possibly a limey color. That's probably from Lion Brand or another yarn. In here I have 3 of this Sidar's Country Style Double Knitting in the color blue. And I'm going to put these over here. This is just gives a lot number. Doesn't give anything else but a shade quality number. This is 588, SH 588. This is Sidar's Country Style Double Knitting. And it says it's a 50-gram ball. 174 yards. 159 meters approximately. And it says it's 45% acrylic, 40% nylon, and 15% wool. So I've got 3 of those. The project that she was working on, I believe, is this color. And that is, and I have a huge cake that I tried. She had other projects. So this has got 4.7 ounces in this yarn. Nope, this is This is a rosy color. I've got approximately maybe 800 yards in this cake. Maybe, I don't know. I just kind of guesstimated. And this is the yarn that she used. It's called Unger's Utopia Sport. And let's see. I kind of taped it up a little bit here so it won't fall off. And Cheryl taped it up in the wrong spot. I don't have my scissors right there. It's okay. That's okay. We got it. We got it. Oh, we got it. Okay. So it says made in Belgium, exclusively for Ungar yarns. And it says it's machine washable. And washing instructions on reverse side. And it says it's 100% acrylic. And each ball was approximately 800 yards. And this is a 50-gram ball. And it does not say ounces on here. So you could see why I'm kind of guesstimating that this is about 800 yards. So I'm going to put that one back in this corner. And then I've got more yardage for this one on this one. Actually, I have 2 balls left. So there's that. And this one I know for a fact is this is more of that same yarn. It's a sport weight, but this is in a color of a rusty color, darker, but this is what I have in this. And that was that other piece that I showed you earlier that I hadn't decided on whether I was going to take apart or not. So there's those in this tote. Okay, now this I'm going to go through with you, but this is a bag that was inside this tote. And like I said, it's kind of full of specialty yarns. But let's see what I've got in here. So I have a small bag of probably some more scrap yarn. I don't know what this is. It kind of feels woolly. And this, yeah, this kind of makes me mad because there's a lot of things, but it's more like that. Like, what were you going to do with it? And I hadn't decided what I was going to do with this. And I am not going to tie knots into this to make it work. There ain't no way. It's too short. So this will probably go in as a stuffing of an animal or something. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. So that was in this bag. I'm going to set that over here. And then I have more specialty scraps in this bag. Looks like there might be some pipsqueak, some cotton, and like I said, it's just little pieces. So I don't know what was going on. So this will probably be taken out. And there's this one. Whoops. There might be something in here that I could use. I don't know yet. We'll see. But yeah. I mean, some of the stuff is great finds, but others is just nope, nope. And this ball is unwinding, and I'm not going to... Hold on, guys. Let me grab it. Sorry about that. It was just unwinding, and I didn't think you wanted a close-up of my head. So, yeah. There we go. There's that in this. So, take that one out. This is another thing that I have no label on it, but it's got like a... You know how the thread comes in with a little cake thing, but there's this. And I don't know what the label is. There's no label on it. And I am not going to untangle it just to see what's in there. So I'm going to set that aside. What's in this bag also is some more novelty yarn. And what kind of appears to be like sachet yarn. I have a cake of that. You guys, what do you do with this stuff? Do you guys make other things other than the scarves that these were recommended for? Let me know what you guys do. If you guys have worked with this, I know some of the stuff I can make hair ties, but I don't know if I want to do that. I will have to think about that one. But I have a crap ton of this stuff somewhere in the yarn room. So I'm going to put that one back in here. Here's some more of that novelty style yarn. I'm going to have to probably go through this and cake it up or ball it up and see what I've got. And hopefully it's not all in pieces, which is not. So that's what it looks like. This I may hold with another yarn, a complementary yarn. Ooh, black would be good with that. Maybe a funky hat. There might be enough in here for a funky hat. We'll have to see. There's also this ribbon yarn in here. It's really pretty. Like I said, I might make hair ties with this, hair scrunchies. In here is a very unique yarn. I call it unique. It kind of feels cottony and something else, but it's really, really pretty. Pinks. No, it's not. It's teals, purples, blues in it. So if you guys by chance know what some of this yarn is, please let me know in the comments so that I can kind of get a grip on this. But I know some of this is really high-end stuff. She also had in here, in this little bag, she had made some squares. So with this, there's some really pretty ones in here too. So there's this one. I already showed you this one though, but there's that. There's this one. That's another one that I showed you just recently. She has this one. A purple and green. A peachy. More. All kinds of them in here. This might, you know what? My boss's daughter showed me a bag. I don't know if she liked the colors though. She said she wanted a crocheted granny square bag, and I'm like going, oh my god, I'm not doing that. But I already have these squares all made up, and there should be enough to maybe do a small little bag for her. So that I might consider doing for her. So I'll have to keep those out, put those over there. In here is also this kind of funky yarn. I call it funky yarn, but it's got bumpies on there, and this is what it looks like. Kind of feels cottony, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay, in here is some more of that yarn, and this might be enough for a hair tie. I'm going to pull that one out so it doesn't get put back in there. And then there's this one. I love the feel of it. I mean, it's not a great feel, but I just love how it looks and feels. It looks very metallic-y looking. But there's this in here. And I don't know what it is. So if you guys by chance know what this is, please tell me in the comments. I would love to hear about it. There is this in here. Some fun fur yarn. That's a scrap ball. I'll probably pull that out and make something with that. Then I have another one that's very similar to the other stuff. That's kind of bumpy, but it's in a brown color. Feels like it's might be cotton in here. So here's some more. Let me pull these out. Okay, so here's this one too. I don't know what it is. I don't have a label, and it's got bumpies on it, so it feels like it's a novelty yarn. So there's that one in there. This is a ribbon yarn, but it feels different than the others. It's got purples, it's got greens, and it's got a sagey color. But that's all I have in that. And then I have, oh, really? Maybe that's what those other yarns are. Okay. This is what they call trendsetter yarn. It's called Quadro. It's made in Italy. It says it's a 50-gram ball, 1.75 ounces, doesn't 82 yards, doesn't give a color name. But at the time of the purchase of this yarn, it was marked $9.49 on this, and this is what it is. Now, you guys might remember the other couple of totes back where I showed all that fancy stuff. There was a lot of tags like this that were marked with a sticker on top of them. Couldn't read them, and I didn't know what they were. And now I think they're the trendsetter yarns. So they're high-end yarns in that one box that I showed you. Last but not least in this bag is this. It's very metallic-y looking and kind of thin. So that's what's in this bag for that. So I'm going to set that, well, let me put these back here. So I'm going to set these in here. This one too, this one, and that one. Okay, I know I'm getting a lot. The other piece that I showed you guys earlier that had the metallic-y looking stuff, this one, well, here is the yarn, and it's called Pamela. And it says it's 115 meters, 50 grams. I cannot read the label because it looks like it's in a different language. But let me show you what it is. And it says it's 100%, I'm sorry, scratch that. 58% polyacryl, 23% viscose, 7% mohair, 6% linen, 6% Bromwoolly, BAUMWOLLE. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus what's on this, if I decide to take it off, is what I have of that yarn. You see, it's really, really pretty. It really is, and it's super, super soft. And I like it. Also, what I have in here, in this tote, is a ball and a partial ball of what appears to be, come on, Cheryl, we got it. Homespun, Lion Brand Homespun, in this really pretty blue and no, teal and white color. So there's that. Also in here is this, I call it fan lace. I don't know if it's the correct terminology for it, but that's what it looks like. This is really, really good for making scrunchies as well. You can hold it with a different yarn, a different color. I've made hats out of this before, holding a different yarn. So like I would hold, for example, now this is also in here is a black. I would hold the black against the that, and it would make it pop. Sorry. You see that? This is dusty. Sorry. That's what happens when you get older yarns. and stuff. So anyhow, that's what's in here as well. And that black. And then what I have in here is a red called Claret, and it's called TLC yarn. It was originally priced out at $2.49. I wish prices were like that, but nowadays it'd be super, super sweet. But sad to say, it's not going to happen. Anyhow, this says it's Claret. This is a worsted weight, 5 ounces, 140 grams. It does not give a yardage, but it's 100% acrylic. It's super, super soft, and I believe Red Heart made it at one point in time, because that's what the label's showing. Here's what it looks like. There's the yarn. Okay, almost done with this tote, guys. This feels very much like wool to me, but there's no label on it, and it's like a Tweety Moral effect, and it's really, really nice. It feels really nice too. So that's what's in that one. Here is a scrap ball of it feels like Burnett chunky yarn, but in a tweed color. Pull that out. In here feels like very much like cotton. I don't know if it's a higher end cotton, but that's what I have here. Is that white one. Here's some more of a chunky cake. That might make a hat. Tell me what you guys think. Should I make a hat with these two? Because they're in the same weight, and they feel really good, and they kind of look good, like they would go good together. The only problem is which is top, which is bottom. So let me know what you guys think. Tell me about that in the comments. If you'd make a hat out of that, those two pieces. I have another one that feels like very much like cotton and maybe something else. I don't know. But I have a cake of this in a brown. And then I have this. It's kind of got an ombre effect. I don't know what kind of yarn it is, but it's really super soft. Let's see what we're going to do with that. In here is another cake of yarn that feels like a wool, maybe a wool cotton blend. I don't know. It kind of feels like cotton and wool together. So there's that. All right, guys, that is it for this tote. Since I'm already hitting 30 some minutes now, I think I'm going to call this good. I do have 4 more totes to go through before I can call it a day and stuff. But I just wanted to show you guys what I had in tote number 14 and see what you guys think. So let me know in the comments. I do appreciate you guys stopping by and watching this crazy video, even though it's not that crazy. It's just showing off yarn and what I've gotten. And like I said, in this tote is mainly from a Facebook Market haul. And the person that this yarn I got from, had passed away, and her husband was selling this stuff, and I bought it and stuff. And my heart about broke when he told me that she had passed away, and that's why he was getting rid of it. But it'll come to good use. But this is what I got in this tote. Alrighty, guys, thank you guys so much for joining me. I do appreciate it. Please hit that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. Leave a comment. That I greatly appreciate. I love reading your guys' comments. Also, if you feel up to, please share me out. I would greatly appreciate that. I am trying to grow this channel, and so far I'm amazed at seeing how much I'm going through and getting new subscribers. I think I get about maybe 5 subscribers almost every day now, and it's like, that's crazy. And I'm like going, wow. But I appreciate everything that you guys are doing. Anyhow, guys, thank you for joining me on this video. I do appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful day. Big hugs from me to you, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye, guys.